Tonight, our gathering is more somber than any of us would like. This comes during sad and difficult days for the State Department family. We lost 4 Americans. They were good and brave men. They were committed to the cause of building a brighter future for the people of Libya. And we condemn the violence in the strongest terms, the violence against our posts in Benghazi, in Egypt, and now in Yemen. Thank you very much, Ambassador. I know that was a very personal loss for you, as it was for me. I'm the one who sent Chris to Benghazi during the revolution to show support and be able to advise our government about what we could do to bring freedom and democracy and opportunity to the people of Libya. Religious freedom and religious tolerance are essential to the stability of any nation, any people. Hatred and violence in the name of religion only poison the well. All people of faith and goodwill know that the actions of a small and savage group in Benghazi do not honor religion or God in any way. Nor do they speak for the more than 1 billion Muslims around the world, many of whom have shown an outpouring of support during this time. Unfortunately, however, over the last 24 hours, we have also seen violence spread elsewhere. Some seek to justify this behavior as a response to inflammatory, despicable material posted on the internet. As I said earlier today, the United States rejects both the content and the message of that video. The United States deplores any intentional effort to denigrate the religious beliefs of others. At our meeting earlier today, my colleague, the Foreign Minister of Morocco, said that all prophets should be respected because they are all symbols of our humanity for all humanity. But both of us were crystal clear in this paramount message. There is never any justification for violent acts of this kind. And we look to leaders around the world to stand up and speak out against violence and to take steps to protect diplomatic missions from attack. Think about it. When Christians are subject to insults to their faith, and that certainly happens, we expect them not to resort to violence. When Hindus or Buddhists are subjected to insults to their faith, and that also certainly happens, we expect them not to resort to violence. The same goes for all faiths, including Islam. When all of us who are people of faith, and I am one, feel the pain of insults, of misunderstanding, of denigration to what we cherish, we must expect ourselves and others not to resort to violence. That is a universal standard and expectation, and it is everyone's obligation to meet that, so that we make no differences. We expect no less of ourselves than we expect of others. You cannot respond to offensive speech with violence without begetting more violence. And I so strongly believe that the great religions of the world are stronger than any insults. They have withstood offense for centuries. Refraining from violence, then, is not a sign of weakness in one's faith. It is absolutely the opposite, a sign that one's faith is unshakable. So tonight, we must come together and recommit ourselves to working toward a future marked by understanding and acceptance rather than distrust, hatred, and fear. We can pledge that whenever one person speaks out in ignorance and bigotry, 10 voices will answer. They will answer resoundingly against the offense and the insult, answering ignorance with enlightenment, answering hatred with understanding, answering darkness with light. That if one person commits a violent act in the name of religion, millions will stand up and condemn it out of strength. In times like these, it can be easy to despair, that some differences are irreconcilable, some mountains too steep to climb. We will therefore never reach the level of understanding and peacefulness that we seek, and which I believe the great religions of the world call us to pursue. But that's not what I believe, and I don't think it's what you believe either here tonight. Part of what makes our country so special is we keep trying, we keep working, we keep investing in our future. We keep supporting the next generation, believing that young people can keep us moving forward in a positive direction. So tonight I think it's important that we